Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 76-789 Carryover League. We are in the American League North. We got a series between the Expos and the Ohio Players, teams that normally take a back seat compared to the traditional teams in the league, but these two teams are pretty good, I gotta say. And when we look at the standings here, we find that in their division, the Indians are in first, but the Ohio Players and the Expos are hanging in there. But the Ohio Players won the first two games in Ohio. We're in Burlington for a game 3 that the Expos need to win to force a game 4, and then if they win that, then it goes back to game 5 in Ohio. Today's starting pitchers: Larry Demiri for the Ohio Players, and Doug Capilla. Saw him before, get to see him again. Aren't we lucky? For the Expos. Let's get started. Jerry Mumphrey, 48, it's a walk. Sandy Alomar, 58, double 1 to 7's a single. Runners on the corners for Dave, 54, sac fly to right. Runner at first for George Hendrick, 2 7's a K, and Gary Alexander, 210, skies the center. Bottom of the first, Pocaroba, 1-8, grounds the third. Andre Dawson, triple 1 to 7 double. Bob Bailey, 38, single ... it's an RBI. Cromartie, 43, short X. This is the 2E30-60 Jesus, and he kicks that ground ball. Larry Parrish, 67's a walk, and they're loaded with one out for Gary Carter, 410, homer 1 to 10, and that's a bases loaded double. Larry Parrish will hold up at third base on the 2-run double. Second and third for Joe Wallace, pops the third, and with 2 outs, Cookie Rojas bounces a short. This is again the 2E36, and it's a cheap single off of DeJesus, who's having a terrible inning. More unearned runs off of him. Runners on the corners for Tim Foley, and he walks. They're batting around. Base is still loaded, batting around. 4 runs in already. It's Pocaroba. 2-7 is a single to center field. That'll score that guy, Rojas. It's too slow. Andre Dawson, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, 62. Flies right, the inning's over. But it's not over soon enough for the Ohio Players, trailing 5-1. Driesen, 48, single 1-8, it's a base hit. Manny Sanguillen, 1-2, pops out. DeJesus, 1-9, single ... runners on the corners for Cabell, 44, third X. This is the 2E25 Larry Parrish at home, and he hits the double play. Alright, bottom of 2 for the Expos. Bob Bailey, 1-4. He Ks, Cromartie, 36, Ks, and Larry Parrish pops to first. Alright, Jerry Mumphrey, 65, second. Alomar, 1-7, Ks, and Dade, 4-4. Rolls it to third. This is Larry Parrish again, and he boots this one. And with 2 outs, Hendrick. That's a base hit. Runner goes to third with 2 outs for Gary Alexander, 1-9, single 1 to 19. He gets the single. That'll score another run. First and second, 2 outs in a 5-2 game. Tying run is Driesen, who strikes out. 5-2, Gary Carter, 35. Triple 1 to 8 is a single. Joe Wallace, 1-7, single 1 to 6 is a single. Cookie Rojas, 69, is a single. Tim Foley, they will play back him for double play, is a walk. And is this clown broken yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more base runner, and this clown's broken. Pocaroba, 35. That's a walk. That's another one. And it's 7-2. Bases are still loaded for Dawson. This guy's broken, though. Skies are right, too shallow. Bob Bailey, 6-10, walk. That's another RBI. It's now 8-2. Cromartie, 65, pops a short. And with 2 outs, Larry Parrish, 55, grounds a second. So the broken and defeated Demiri will pitch the 4th inning before you hook him, because I don't like to burn out a bullpen. Because remember, we only have 8-man pitching staff, so that's not a clever thing to do. So it's 8-2 in the 4th. Manny Sanguillen, 2-4, third. DeJesus, 112, short. Cabell, 68, 1-2, lines out. All right, broken Demiri in the 4th. Trying to take one for the team here. He's throwing about 80 miles an hour. Has nothing, but he's got to keep pitching. Joe Wallace, 2-6, grounds short. And Cookie Rojas, 3 up and 3 down. Nice work, Demary. Just for that, we'll take you out. We're going to the 5th, 8-2. Jerry Mumphrey, 44, bounces to 3rd. This is, again, Larry Parrish makes the play. Alomar, 111's a K and an injury. They lose a second baseman, no big deal. They'll bring in Dave Cash to play second base for him. And Paul Dade. Dade singles. And with 2 outs, Hendrick, 1-8 singles. And with 2 outs, Alexander, 2-9 short. So Capilla gets through 5. I think they're going to hook him too. I mean, he gets a free win here, basically. So give it to him. And I'm sure his bullpen should hold down the fort. So, in the 5th inning, the Ohio guys will go with Darryl Jackson in the 5th. Down 8-2. Tim Foley's the batter. 55, right? Pokerobo will leave since he doesn't hit lefties that well. And we'll put Jim Wolford. And he will play left field too. Jim Wolford. 1-5 for Wolford's a walk. 1 out walk. Dondre Awesome. 63. Pitcher X is an E38. That's probably going to get on base with an error, and he does. 2 on, 1 out for Bob Bailey. 1-8. Summer 1-7. That's a double. They'll score this guy. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Cromartie, 48 is a single. That'll score that guy. Runners with the corners, 1 out. Larry Parrish, single. That'll score that guy. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Gary Carter pops the 2nd. And with 2 outs, it's Joe Wallace and he Ks. And it's 11-2. All right, Capilla gets to sit down and relax, have a, I don't know, whatever they drink in Expo Land. He's going to chill out and relax in the bullpen, in the clubhouse, watch the rest of the game on TV. Mark Lee comes on in the 6th inning with an 11-2 lead. No reason to show any cards, as this has not been much of a baseball game. Dan Driesen, 6-10. That happens every once in a while. You get crappy games like this. Tim Foley makes the play. Sanguian, 3-10, single 1-13, single. DeJesus, 1-7, okay. And with 2 outs, Cabell, 38, single 1-18, single. High players have had a lot of guys on base. Doesn't really matter that much, though. Jerry Mumphrey, another single. Base loaded, 2 outs for Alomar. Excuse me, Dave Cash. Homer 1-2 double. That's a double for Cash. That'll score 2 guys. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs for Paul Dade. 4-10, center X. This is Wallace, who's a 2-E10 in center field. And he makes the grab. All right, it's 11-4. I guess their bullpen will just, you know, spread them out and give them an inning apiece. Mike Norris in the 6th. Rojas, 2-2, fouls out. Foley, 3-10, center. And Wolford, 48, right field. All right, let's see here. Leo got another inning. George Hendrick, 2-9, 3rd. Alexander, 3-10, K. Treason, 46, walk. And with 2 outs, Sanguian, 42, pops to second base. Nice couple innings for Mark Lee. We go to the stretch time in Expo Land, 11-4 game. We're listening to Amon Duel, Carnival in Babylon, 1972. Real trippy stuff here. So, yeah, that's what they listen to in the Expo Clubhouse. They're totally into that stuff. Apparently, anyway. So, here we go. It seems to be boosting them pretty well. They're thriving on the jukebox selection. So, bottom of 7, Iowa Players. I call them that when they start to lose pitifully instead of Ohio Players. They will hook Norris, and they'll go with Grant Jackson in the 7th. They're going to rotate through their bullpen since it's a laugher. Dondre Awesome, 1-8, Homer 1-2, fly ball. Bob Bailey, 55, rolls the 2nd. And Cromartie, 52, flies the left. Nice pitching there. And in the 8th inning, Mickey Scott's going to come in. And it'll be DeJesus. 34, DeJesus walks. Cabell 3-6, number 1 to 4 double. Second and the third. Mickey Scott's doing a job here, trying to get the Ohio team back in the game. Mumphrey grounds the third, runners hold. Dave Cash, single to center field, will score a run right down here. Okay, runners on the corners with 1 out for Paul Dade. 2-6 is a single, scores another run. First and second, 1 out for George Hendrick in an 11-6 game. 2-5 is a double play. All right, bottom of the 8th. And it'll be Donnie Moore. All right, since I haven't shown any cards, let's start doing it now. Because these guys are perennial Expos. We'll show Larry Parrish's card. This is Larry Parrish. There you go. Great year for the dude. Probably the best player on the Expos. 4-7 is going to be a single. Next up, Gary Carter. Let's show you his card, because they are winning handily, and we haven't shown any cards. So here's Gary Carter. Pretty good year for him. Only, well, 22 dingers. He would hit 30 and 17. He's all over the place. Gary Carter. 1-9, homer 1 to 5 double. Maybe showing the cards injects even more offense. Second and third for Joe Wallace. 56 is a sac fly to center. Cookie Rojas, nobody really wants to look at his card. Grounds are short. And runner at second, 2 outs for Tim Foley. 66, ground ball to second. This is a 4-E-25, and that's a base hit and an RBI, and it's now 13-6. These teams are doing a number on my league ERA, and Jim Wolford. 38 is a walk. And Andre Dawson. Let's take a look at Andre Dawson's card. Again, he's pretty much a lifelong Expo here, pretty much. 2-7 is a single to left field, as this game will not end. And Bob Bailey with the bases loaded. 3-10 is okay. All right, it's 13-6 in the 9th. We're going to turn this thing over to Danny Frisella in the 9th inning. It's not a safe situation, but we just want to get this thing over with since the series will continue for at least a game or two more. Gary Alexander, 2-2. Left. Treason. 3-5, skies the right, and Sanguian, pitcher B. Nice 3-up and 3-down 9th inning. We're over here in Expo land. The Expos win the game 13-6. They are now trailing 2-1 in the series. Frisella 3-up and 3-down. Mickey Scott, 3 hits, 2 runs, and a walk. Mark Lee, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk and 2 Ks. Capilla gets a cheap win, giving up 7 hits in 5 innings and 2 runs. Only 1 was earned. Walked 1, struck out 4. Bad day all around for the Ohio players. Donnie Moore got crushed in the 8th for 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 runs and a walk and a strikeout. Grant Jackson, 3-up, 3-down in the 7th. Mike Nars, 3-up and 3-down. Darryl Jackson in the 5th. 3 hits, 3 runs. 1 was earned. Walk and a K. Everything else charged to the Mary, including the loss. He gives up 8 hits, 8 runs. Wow. Only 4 of those are earned. Walk 5, struck out 2. There's your box. 1009, 0108, 13, 15, 6, 14. 3, 6, 7, 4, 7, 4, 3. So one aspect of this is that the home team has won every game, and I'm a little suspicious. Before I crown, this team or that team, I like to see the teams win on the road to prove how good they are. And so not much has been proven, as each team has won at home through 3 games. So with that win, the Expos return back to mediocrity at 500. They're 8-8, hitting .288, but a .496 team ERA. And the Ohio players are 10-8. They're hitting .302 with a .418 ERA. So this era that includes the 1977 expansion, which meant incredible hitting, Carew, Freed, Moda, those 390 cards. 3 guys with 388 or better. You get the idea. Yeah, this was definitely an era of hitting. And the league ERA is 440 with a 149 whip and a 278 batting average. So this could very well be the most offensive year I've had in a carryover league, even in this short fall sample. So with that, year to date, we're back at the standings. The Tribe has a 2-game lead over Ohio and 3 on the Expos. That's it tonight for the American League North. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you again next time.